Go live.
Testing. 1, 2. Are we live? We are live. What it is and what it ain't.
What's going on?
It's 7 o'clock on the dot. We ain't in no drop top, but we are here for discussions and conversations.
Live on a Monday, episode 20.
2-0. This is a milestone.
Man, some podcasts don't make it here. What's up, sis?
Hey, baby.
Hey, man, we happy to be still here. Episode 20, bringing y'all real conversations, deep discussions. What's up, babe? All things sports, all things media. It's been fun. I mean, I would say over the last 20 episodes, man, we done had some good laughs and some really good conversations.
Yes, like really good conversations.
Really good conversations. We done switched the setup on them a few times. We done been at the table, sitting across from the table. So now we on the couch. So you can scroll through the page, and man, and you gonna see different look. We gonna be moving all different ways. So graphics, everything done changed since episode 1 till now. We ain't did nothing but grow. And that was one of our biggest goals in doing this, was not staying in the same level. Like, hey, bro, we gonna do this. We gotta take it serious, just like we did our business. And I think we both can say that we've done that. In every episode, we've went a different level. We've added more to it. Now y'all see us every day. We are posting a reel on our podcast page. Y'all need to be sharing those, liking those, commenting on those, enacting with those. Let us know y'all see it, because we putting out the work. And this is a 2-man show. Ain't nobody behind that camera. Anybody behind the camera? That's a 2-man show. So everything y'all see come from discussions and conversations. Chris, Dre. So, and you got to mind you, we working, running full-time business, families, all that, and we still pushing out.
People might have thought I was talking to somebody back
content.
there. I wasn't. I was talking to the wall.
Because that's all that's behind us is the wall.
I was talking to the wall,
So,
man.
Shout out episode 20, man. That's our little spill. What we doing tonight, Drip? What we talking about, man?
I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. We don't got a lot of topics, but we got a lot to talk about on the topics.
I like that. Ooh, I like
Hello, can y'all hear me? I said we ain't got a lot of topics. We ain't got no eyes. That's insider, y'all. That's insider. I'm sorry. We ain't got no eyes. Tonight we are talking about the Thunder achieving the ultimate of the ultimate. Joe, what up, baby? There you go. He finally starting to watch now.
All right.
About
there you
time,
go.
man. You finally starting to watch the show. Welcome in, man. Thank you for slow down, Chris.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for becoming a fan of the show, a subscriber.
There you go. That's what you call it. We love
Make sure you're watching the whole episode. Make sure you're commenting the whole episode. This is for everybody.
Sharing.
Make sure you're liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. This is our call to actions, our CTAs. No. Rich, what up, man? This man said, let's get to
This man said YNs.
Yes, sir.
This man said, let's get to.
All right, so tonight we got on the docket, man. We got the Thunder. Last night they just won their first.
They whooped ass.
NBA, bro.
They whooped ass. Tyrese assed out. It's just a lot going. There's a lot going on. Rich said at the cussing, so this for Rich. I'm trying to get in the groove of it.
Nigga, real talk. All right, real talk. What happened last night? I feel like he said, "I love this man."
He said already. Hey, this man Rich, boy, it's not. Hey, boy.
Hey, they ain't whoop ass now. No, all right. So look, and that's what I was about to say. They didn't whoop ass, but bro, what happened last night was, let's be honest. For one, what kept them in the game for at least 10 minutes of the game was T.J. McConnell.
Yeah, bro. TJ is the truth.
But what hurt them was T.J. McConnell.
TJ fucked up.
Bro, the man had 6 turnovers in like 7 minutes.
I mean, you got to call it what it is. He was nervous. It was straight nervous.
That nigga was scared as hell.
I think obviously he knew the stage that they were on, but he definitely did not expect that he was going to have to step up like that. There you go. TJ was a gift and a curse.
Yes, he was.
He definitely did not expect to have to step up like that in that moment. Like, right, it was game 7. Now, looking at the way, because this is a question I was going to ask you before we started, but I was like, I'm just going to wait.
Uh-oh.
Do you think with the way Tyrese had started out, I mean, hot behind the line, offense was gelling together pretty well. Do you think had he stayed, they would have won? No.
I think had Tyrese stayed, last year was worse. Don't sound like a non-fan. I'm gonna hit on that too, cause
you know it, Rich.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Watching game 6.
Okay.
Watching game 6 when there was absolutely no offense scored for 6-7 minutes. Watching game 6 at that point is when I was like, bro, this is why a lot of people didn't want this finals. Because y'all drink on, yes, sir.
Monday and Friday, man. Come on, man.
But watching it, bit, bro, that whole 6, 7, I think maybe even 8 minutes it was, bro. That whole time, there was no point scored, barely a foul called. Coaches didn't call a timeout. Yeah. There was no regrouping that was like, oh, let's see what the hell we got going on. Like, there was none of that that happened. And that when I saw that, I was like, this is why people didn't want to see this NBA Finals. Because realistically, bro, it was a boring finals.
Yeah.
Even game 1 when Tyrese came back in the end of the game, bro, it was a boring finals.
Yeah.
So
and obviously it never felt like that. Felt like the climax in the entire finals was the comeback in game 1. Nothing else throughout the series felt like it was worth being like, okay, yeah, this I might be wrong about this. This might actually be a good finals. Nah. From game 1, it's all right. And then game 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, Stokes, it was a blowout, but it was a blowout because there was no offense from either team.
Yeah, 0 offense was being produced from either sides of the ball.
There was literally 0 offense from either team for literally from the end of, from 3 minutes left in the third quarter going into 6 minutes into the fourth. This was boring, but seeing Luka get belt to ass was better. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, nah.
Even, honestly, that series, it was a hard-fought series for the Lakers, even though they got BTA'd. I wouldn't say that was interesting to watch either.
I mean, I would argue some of these offseason moves have been more interesting than the actual series within the playoffs. With the season still going on, some of these offseason moves and these trades and all these inquiries that's being made have been more interesting than... I mean, just look at game 7. Kevin Durant getting traded the day before. They was talking about that more than them going into a game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Like, and this is just our personal opinions. Like, this ain't the overall, this ain't the overall view of it. But again, like, it just in my personal opinion, what I like to see in basketball, that's not what was happening.
No.
That is not at all what was happening.
I don't think we saw legit high intensity on both sides from both teams at all times. I felt like you had games where you can obviously tell one team got something going on and the other team just got the one up on them. Whereas in most finals, it's like I want to see that back and forth, that grit from both teams every minute. Like don't slack off. Don't give me something one game and then game 2 you come back and it's like, wait, what happened? Nah, that ain't. And I guess again, we talked about this early on in episodes in the past, shifting over to that new age NBA play, new age basketball. It's like might be getting out of that style of play now.
Fuck that. Miles Turner.
Oh,
what
God.
were you doing all series?
And then he had the nerve to have all these different cutaways and interviews, and I'm like, bro, what
Right?
are you doing?
Miles Turner. You got niggas like Miles Turner. Last night, Naismith was a no-show.
Yeah.
You had 30-plus minutes that you played, 4 points, 6 fouls.
It's just like, bro, all y'all boys really let y'all, like, Tyrese injury shook y'all that much?
What's the dude name? Benedict. Benedict didn't show up till the fourth quarter. Literally till the fourth quarter. At one point, TJ McConnell scored 10 straight points.
Yeah. For sure.
Interesting, yes, but it's just still boring, bro.
Yeah.
For TJ McConnell to be the one coming down scoring 10 straight points.
It's like that's who we gambling on. Like that's hey, OKC,
Hats off to OKC, man.
They came and delivered. I mean, rightfully so. They were at home in the game 7. They were the best team. I mean, period. Like remaining in the playoffs. So realistically, they did what they were supposed to do. But I mean, it took them 7 games to do it. So there's
and this is the first time in a while where the best team, the team with the best overall record in the league, has actually won the NBA championship. And that in itself is something to take note of. Like, that in itself is like, y'all, them boys really like work their asses off, bro. Like, from beginning of season to end of season. Worked.
Yeah.
All throughout the playoffs. Worked.
I mean, man, for Shea to go from the league MVP to the Western Conference Finals playoffs MVP to now being the Finals MVP, like just in a year, he's literally won on every major level while still leading the league in scoring. So he was a scoring champ as well. So, I mean, OKC really did what they were supposed to do. I want to see. I hope they can do it again. I think they got a good core structure. I really don't see too many pieces they need to add. If they take away some, maybe they would need to add some to better that. But I mean, they could probably rock off of just what they got this year. OKC. Who you think they need to get rid of, and who you think they should add? I mean, I don't think Chet. I mean, I think you now realize you don't need Chet because you drafted Chet, you drafted Jalen. You won. Jalen won. Let's go ahead and get rid of Chet. Go ahead and get him out while you can.
Halliburton went down. Yeah, that I'm wearing the turban today in honor of Halle. But nah, for real, like had Halliburton not went down, do I think it would have been a harder fight from the Pistons? I mean, the Pacers? Yes. Like, I don't know, man. I was watching the game last night, and a lot of the shots that were missed in the fourth quarter, but what up, baby?
Yo.
A lot of the shots that were missed in the fourth quarter, bro, I felt like if Halliburton was at the helm, or if Halliburton was taking those shots would have got hit.
Yeah. I mean, bro, he came out in the first quarter firing.
You got to think about it this way, bro. The Pacers, going into the fourth, were down 20, maybe like 15, 16. Midway through the fourth, we're down 22. With 4 minutes left, had brought it down to a 10-point lead.
Halliburton would have came in and them 10 points, 4 minutes, He would have closed that whole gap, and the Pacers would have realistically.
And that's all you. And that's all you kept hearing from the announcers last night.
Because those are the moments that he showed us he shined in the most. You say this 10 points, 4 minutes? Hey, can I take the ball?
But watch this. Does that make you a Finals MVP?
No.
Because remember the fight I tried to make is Halliburton is good in the big moments. Mm-hmm. But throughout the game, and I'm not saying overall, I'm just saying for the series or for the last couple series or so.
Yeah.
He's been great in clutch moments, but throughout the game is when it's kind of been like, where you at? Whereas Siakam has been great throughout the game, and in clutch moments is like, where you at? For instance, last night's game.
Yeah.
Siakam was nowhere to be found.
And
offensively.
And this was realistically the moment for him to show, like, when you think about the reasons why Indiana went and got him, it was for these moments. Like, hey, you've been here before. You've been on this stage. You've been in this spotlight. Hey, so if anything was to happen, God forbid, guess what? The God forbid happened. Like, Tyrese went down. All right, we cool. We got Pascal. That's what Indiana was thinking in their head. And then he went out there and, like, they all went out there apologizing to the Indiana fan base and sorrowing. Like, oh, it's like, nah, bro, it's a little too late for that, because what did we get you for? Like, that's everybody in Indiana that's a fan right now is looking at Pascal and like, well, what did we get you for? Because, again, they got to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So, I mean, it's like, it's these things where it's like, bro, we got you here to ice the cake. Like, when we get to this stage, you going to be the one to put us over. He didn't do that last night. So they definitely need to be looking at bringing, I mean, man, an Achilles injury is tough. And you've seen.
Oh, he about to be out here.
You've seen what?
We're about to see no Tyrese Halliburton, no Jason Tatum, no Damian Lillard for at least a whole season at this point.
So now you got 3 of the top stars in the NBA East that are just suffered, I mean, career-ending injuries depending on how they recover from it. So now you got to argue, what are we going to see from them 3 when they come back? Are we going to see the Jason Tatum that just won the finals the year before? Are we going to see the Tyrese that come in the clutch? Are we going to see Dame time? Like, we might not ever see them players at that caliber again because of the injury they just sustained. And that is the realistic truth behind it, is like, them some tough injuries. To go from a strain in the calf to now your Achilles, like, that's tough.
If he wasn't ass before, boy, he about to be ass now.
Oh, yeah. So out of all 3 of those players, Drip, who do you think is going to have the best comeback story out of Damian, Jason Tatum, and
JT,
Tyrese? You think JT?
JT.
I think JT as well. My reason being is because, I mean, JT got the most time left on his clock, and JT, I feel like, is the best player out of them 3 regardless. Like, and I mean, no disrespect to Dame. Dame is obviously older. I mean, he done been here for years in the league, and we gotta remember that and realize that. And then for Tyrese, I just don't think Tyrese got the drive.
So while we're on the subject of the NBA, yesterday or day before yesterday, whenever the hell it was, Kevin Durant was traded to the Houston Rockets in exchange for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the number 10 pick in the 2025 draft, and 5 second rounders. Kevin Durant joins the core of Sengun, Van Vliet, and Amon Thompson. This is Kevin Durant's 5th team in 8 years.
Yeah.
5th team in 8 years. Usually, you hear that from like
Patrick Beverly.
Yeah.
Nah,
Patrick Beverly, honestly, just anybody that's a role
Kyle Lowry.
Right. Kevin Durant?
Somebody that is, some would argue, top 10 still
All
playing
time.
in the league right now, all time, is on his 5th team in 8 years. How do you think, Drip, that affects his legacy when you think about that? Because not only are you in your 5th team in 8 years, what's your final to team ratio in those 8 years? Like, how many finals have you won in those 8 years? On the same team, though, right? So what's his legacy like? Because I'm trying to see the legit benefit by having a Kevin Durant on your team. I don't see the benefit. I'm gonna take it all the way there.
In my personal opinion, and y'all can be in the comments saying whatever y'all want to say. Let's see this before I answer. Let's do that. Get people back in here so we can get to talking.
I mean, I think that's the problem, Yaba. Is KD can't do it by himself,
but we can say that, but since Brooklyn, he's had nothing but help. Mm-hmm. And granted, the help may not have come when it was most needed or in the, as some would say, the most opportune moments. But KD has had help everywhere he's been.
Yeah, I mean, he's never been in a spot to where even if he was the number one guy, he didn't have a damn good number two.
Like, for you to have gone to the finals in, what was that, 2013? Mm-hmm. For you to have gone into the finals in 2013, you, Russ, James Harden, even though James Harden was a bench player, not thought to be, no one would have ever thought at that point that he would have been who he is today. But even still, with all of that, at every stage, KD's had somebody. And I think the major problem is at every stage KD's had somebody, but he's also always been injured.
I mean, not just him being injured, but even his counterpart being injured. Because when you look at him in Brooklyn, you had the Kyrie situation.
The 2019 finals, you went down.
When you look at him in Phoenix, I mean,
which led to you going to Brooklyn. Shit.
When you look at them in Phoenix, Bradley Beal and Devin Booker, the three of them rarely played any amount of games together to where you could say, okay, you've had the full extent of your quote unquote help. I mean, but now you're going to Houston to where, bro, you are the number one option. In Phoenix, you could have
is what you don't like to be.
Exactly, because in Phoenix, you could have argued Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, whatever. Brooklyn, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, okay, whatever. But now, you in Houston, it's Kevin Durant. Period. I mean, you got them young boys around you, and you know whatever that may entails. But for the most part, like it's gonna be relied upon on you to take it all the way. That's why I'm not understanding why. I mean, Houston odds went up quite a bit in finals favorites for next year when they acquired Kevin Durant, and it kind of shocked me because I just don't see how that's going to play out in. I mean, they
I
traded
think
away
I think
a lot of good
I think the
talent.
reason why their finals odds went up so high primarily is because God excuse me. Primarily because they were a top 5 team all season last year in the West.
Mm-hmm. Without obviously a player of Kevin Durant's caliber.
Exactly. So you add a player of Kevin Durant's caliber. Granted, you lost Dylan Brooks, which arguably Dylan Brooks and Jalen were like the driving force of everything that went on there. But replacing Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green with Kevin Durant, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you obviously get more talent, but I mean, these are two players that, as you just mentioned, they were arguably two of the biggest drives behind Houston's launch last year. On top of, they were healthy.
Now, do I think the Rockets will get a championship because they acquired Kevin Durant? Hell no.
No, I just do not believe that.
No.
I mean,
Monzel, what's up, man?
I don't see that like at all. I cannot see them going out and winning a championship because KD.
I don't see that at all. And I don't know, maybe Westbrook joins KD in Houston because Westbrook still is a free agent right now. Maybe Westbrook joins KD in Houston. And
do we really think that's the answer though? Like putting them back together?
I don't know, man. Me personally, if I'm a team, if I'm a general manager, I want that.
I mean that
not because it's going to win, but because it's KD and Russ.
Yeah, I mean
back together again.
That's arguably one of the they that was a bad one too. I mean you could say you saw. What's the business for him? I appreciate that, Bronzel.
I don't even know what I said, what we said, what Dre said to know what take. You still got my number, bro. My number ain't changed, bro. Let me know what take you talking about, bro.
Pretty much KD. The whole KD take.
Yeah, that nigga's ass, bro. Yeah. So KD's ass.
But I was going to say, arguably, Russ and Kevin Durant is where you saw both of them at their best level. So just the thought of, man, what if we could get that back? You definitely want to, if the opportunity presents itself, why not? And then getting Russ gives you back a player like Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green almost all in one. So
yeah,
it would definitely be a good pickup. I'm not mad at it. I'm certain this is not all Houston has in the bag for their rebuild or whatever it is that they're doing.
They'll be nice, but no championship, nothing at all, no championship at all. Hell no. Yeah. It'll just be a nice little reunion before them boys hit the road and say sayonara to the NBA, bro. Yeah. That's all that's going to be.
I don't even see them boys going to the finals, honestly.
Finals? I don't see them boys going to the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, no, that's not going.
Like, what?
Because
bro,
it's so much more that go into just that. I mean, they got to stay healthy and all of that. So
it's 7:30, man. We've been at it about 30 minutes. Bronzel, right now, I need you to share this on your Facebook page, bro. Tell everybody tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. YouTube. Everybody over here on YouTube, I need y'all to share this. Text people. Share the link. Copy link. Paste link in your text group chats. All this stuff. Yaba, thank you for tapping in, brother. You know we love you, man. You know we got nothing but love for you, man. I mean, nothing but love, man. Sorry that your team wasn't able to be successful and reach the
hoisting O'Leary O'Brien.
Shit, I was about to say the finals. Shit, y'all weren't even successful enough to reach the Eastern Conference Finals.
Ain't no hoisting.
You know you my boy, man, but gee.
Ain't hoisting nothing this year.
But shit, boy, them boys. Ooh. I don't know, man. I'll give y'all. by January, I'd be able to say like, no, bro, the Celtics good, man. Like, that's when the trade deadline is. I'd be like, nah, bro, the Celtics straight, bro. You know, because think about it this way: they traded, got Marcus Smart out of there, went to the finals.
Yeah. So I mean, but you always know the Celtics to be a team that they gonna build, they gonna shake it up now. They gonna hold on to Jaylen Brown, man, or they gonna get some real help over there.
So, early predictions. Oh God, bro, I ain't been yawning like this in a while. This must be a boring episode. I don't know. I'm kidding. Early predictions going into the 2025-2026 season. Contenders, playoffs, all of that. Who you think is like they should be all right going into next season? Other than OKC, obviously.
I think New York should be straight. I think they're gonna make a move in the offseason to get another piece of talent over there with them to kind of take them all the way. I honestly think that's gonna be the team that we see next year in the Eastern Conference Finals again, and then probably actually going on to the finals. I think Orlando makes a very, 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 very big push this year. I don't think Dylan is the last bit of talent that they're going to acquire. Like Drip just said, the trade deadline's in January. So I believe Orlando makes a big push. I would argue Orlando, New York, one of them in the NBA Finals next year representing the East. I'm still thinking we staying young next year. On the West, I like OKC, but I think they're going to get in a spot where they're going to get comfortable, and some of them young boys are going to let this winning go to their head. So I don't see them going back to back. I honestly, no BS. I see LeBron and probably Golden State going at it in the Western Conference Finals. I'm thinking we get a good old-fashioned, old-school battle next year, and LeBron coming out on top. And honestly, we might see an old-school finals of L.A. and Orlando, or we might see an L.A. and New York, or some of that nature. But those are just my early predictions. We'll see how the season go. Last time we made predictions, we was able to run it back and use it as real today and let them niggas know we called it OKC in 7. So
I've been smiling since you said the Magic.
I noticed that in everything, in all the playbacks that we have around us. There's so many different options to. He's still smiling.
Be honest with you. Early 2025 prediction. Trying to think of all the teams in the league right now. Pistons, no. Pelicans, no. Wizards, no. Blazers, no. Hawks, no. Heat, maybe. Spurs, possibly. As long as Steph is on the Warriors, there's always a possibility for them to go to the play. As long as a healthy Steph is on the Warriors, there's always a possibility for them to go to the playoffs. OKC going back to back? Nah. I feel like at this point, everybody is watching OKC and was like, let's duplicate what they did so that we could try to be successful. And because of that alone, I don't think them boys gonna do it like that. Celtics don't have JT till probably February of next year. So I ain't got no faith in them.
He went through the whole roster.
I love my Magic, but I got to see what we do in conjunction with the Desmond Bain trade. There's no neck ass. I don't know, man. Milwaukee, that's another team where you got to wait till February because they ain't got Dame. Nigga tore the ACL.
It was Achilles. It was his Achilles.
Yeah, Achilles tendon. I don't know, man. This is gonna be a struggle this year, man. It's gonna be hard to watch the goddamn NBA this year, boy. Let's go Magic. Shoot. Do you think KD still got enough in the tank to like wheel a team to the finals or wheel a team to the playoffs or?
Hell no. We answered that already. Hell no. He ain't never had it. Like again, like we've acknowledged, he's always had help. I mean, the most help he's ever had. You saw what he went and did is when he went to Golden State and he had them boys. He had the dynasty over there. So yeah, nah. Hell no.
That nigga always need help. Damn, man. Well, here we are.
I got an update on that too, though. I just saw something.
Oh shit! All right, so I'm gonna rattle this off, and then you go to that. I need for the update. Okay, so our final segment, man. This is probably gonna be a very short episode today, y'all. Trump orders a military strike on Iran, bro. U.S. airstrike hits Iran radar site in response to drone attack in the Persian Gulf. Trump called it a warning shot. Iran promises consequences. The NATO expresses concern at the moment that happened. Oil prices spiked to 6%. All legal scholars are divided. A lot of Congress is divided on whether Trump legally had the right to do that. Also, a lot of people are having problems with understanding if this is even morally right. Like, yeah, they got nuclear bombs, but we don't know how many people were in there. We don't know, all of these things. So, right. So, yeah, man, we damn near at war.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Apparently, according to Donald Trump, this is as of 8 minutes ago. Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire. In approximately 6 hours from now, when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their in-progress final missions for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire, and upon the 24th hour, Iran official end of the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful on the assumption that everything works as it should, which it will. This is Trump. I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and intelligence to end what would be called the 12-day war. This is a war that could have gone on for years and destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't and never will. God bless Israel. God bless Iran. God bless the Middle East. God bless the United States of America, and God bless the world.
God bless the world. Probably need the microphone in my hand to talk, right?
What's your thoughts? Is the war over? Get some facts. Just give us some.
I don't know, man. I heard a lot about this whole the sleeper cells being opened and all of this stuff.
Do you think that this quote unquote ceasefire is just a ploy to get everyone to think that this thing is over with and we really about to see a war? Or this whole 12 days of war tag that Trump is putting on it, was this something that was already like thought about and planned on? Like, because I mean, we all know our president to be so quick and witty, but does this feel a little schemish? Like, I mean, since the initial attack, like you said, man, I mean, the first off, is this even fair? Is this even right? And then to think that you went from jumping in the war to now saying, all right, y'all, it's over. They done ceasefire. Like, what the hell?
It's kind of hard to say when they post Trump doing what he did. They launched 14 missiles.
Bro, come on.
A couple of them aimed at Qatar, and majority of them were intercepted, but like, what? How can you say, oh yeah, they said ceasefire? Like, what? Holistically, all in all, I feel like for me, watching the strategic way that it was planned by Trump, our U.S. forces, so on and so forth, it was really like hats off to them for doing it and remaining unscathed. Mm-hmm. But again, because of what it was and what happened, it's kind of hard to give any hats off or anything like that. Because realistically, bro, our lives are in danger. Like, the argument has been from a lot of politicians and things of that nature is that they don't have Iran. Mm-hmm. They don't have the reach or the capability to do what we did.
Yeah, no, they don't.
So that's why there's quote unquote no fear. But I mean, it's always a fear.
I mean, you never know realistically what they got in store, what they've been working on. And it's like, okay, you know what? This big enough to launch this mission. This big enough to launch this act that we've been scheming on these amount of years. That they think that we not big enough, but we're gonna use this one last push and we're gonna send it towards America. Because like you said, Drip, it's always that fear. I think, and that fear shouldn't even just necessarily be a fear. That should just be mindfulness. Just be mindful. Like, Trump did this out of nowhere. So we saying that in America, but you look on their news stations, they letting us know that, hey, it's not going to end the way y'all want it to.
So what happens next? Like, and when I say what happens next, mm-hmm. I mean, like, if Iran was to wake up some kind of anything, the sleeper cells, anything of that, like if Iran is to like tap into what they know to get what they want, how are we as the American people supposed to react? Like, what can we really do?
I mean, man,
except for get that fine strap up. Like, what is there? Because at this point, it's turned into a thing where our president, because again, usually when you do things of this nature, mm-hmm. you go to Congress first. Congress will talk to you, tell you whether they think it's a good idea. You keep moving forward. Like, there's a process in order to do things like this.
Yeah.
So when you have a president that avoids that process, what's next? Like, how can we as American people be safe if we don't even know anything that's happening or about to happen?
I mean, and I think that's the fear of everybody, man. It's like we're dealing with a president that literally almost everybody know their own saying, move to the beat of your own drum. Like Trump literally is the definition to move to the beat of your own drum. Like he does what he want, when he want, and he arguably abuses his power as the president, especially when you go out and see some of these things. So as an American, I mean, it's right to say, hey, this is a little eerie. Like, I'm used to seeing the world being ran this way, and now it's being ran in a completely different manner to where I almost got to wake up and get on social media to find out what it is that my president is going to do versus, okay, well, this has been submitted to this branch. This has been submitted. Okay, Mr. President, make your decision. No, our president goes straight to the head of whatever department of whoever or wherever and be like, hey, yeah, no, we just going to go ahead and do this. Then he going to get on and tweet about it. He going to get on and talk about it. And it's like, well, where's the American voice? Like, so I think a lot of people fear of when Donald Trump first got voted in, a lot of people talked about that dictatorship. And are we going to be in that realm of leadership of like, this man's going to run this country in like a dictatorship manner? And people was like, oh no, you can't, because of all of the laws, this and the third, that's set in place to govern the body of the president and blah, blah, blah. And when you go out and you see stuff like this, where this man has went and did something so almost irate, it's almost like, well, is there really a way to determine whether or not we're going to see a dictatorship from him? Because this already feels like that quote unquote dictatorship. And I think that's the thought in the back of everybody's head is like, bro, this man's just doing what he wants. But again, it all seems so schemish when you read this tweet and all you're talking about is 12 days of war. And like, bro, how the hell did you already come up with a name and tagline it? Like, he's probably already ready to put it on fucking hats and shit, like everything. Like, he's probably ready to go all the way with it.
Yeah, man. War is war. And no matter what we do as, I can't even say we no matter what Trump does, no matter what Trump does to sway the people with the words he may say, with the actions he may produce after the strikes that he's done, war is still war. And acts of war are still acts of war. So you may get the right side, which are the Republicans, to say like, oh my God, I agree with everything our president has done because it's your job to say that. But when you have people who aren't on the right side, aren't on the left side, are completely independent of political parties and are saying the exact same thing that some of your Republicans and some of your Democrats are saying, like, bro, it might be time for you to step back, take a look and say, what am I really doing this for? Am I doing this to elevate myself as for my statistics, my numbers to get more approval? Or am I really doing this to help not just the American people? Because doing something like this, you got to be saying, I did this to help the world. Yeah. Yes, we don't want Iran with a nuclear site, but again, like, to do something this big, you got to be able to sit there and say, like, I didn't just do this alone for the United States of America because I thought that we were targets, but I did this because I thought that every country in this world could have been a target based off of what Iran has already showed us. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro, based off of what Iran has already showed us, Iran can't fuck with a lot of these countries, bro.
Yeah. And I think that's what need to be realized is, bro, they can't even see us. In reality, they can't even see us. So we around here worried about this, that, and the third, and in all actuality, Iran ain't. Come on, man. They need to be the least that they need to be the least of countries' concerns. Is what Iran gonna do?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Am I scared? No. Because I obviously know that we have a stronger military force than what Iran does. But again, like, it's these moments where we'll look and be like, damn, why did we put this person into the office to be able to, because let's be real, like at the time that we were going into the ballot boxes, like the Iran and Israeli divide was already happening.
Yeah, this ain't something that just started.
That just randomly came out the blue. Like,
yeah.
So when we went into these ballot boxes, like that's something that was a huge talking point for the both of them. Like the peace in the Middle East, how can you in the U.S. help them do what they need to do? Like, and that was a huge thing that a lot of people were like, okay, I'm gonna go with him because he said that this is what he could do, or I'm gonna go with her because this is what she said that she could do. Like,
I mean, if he pulled this off though, and they really do cease fire, and it really does end in a peaceful manner, then do you have to tip your hat at him? Do you have to give him his props as president and say, okay, well, you brought peace in the Middle East?
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. Me and Stokes are talking about he made a post while we've been live, and he tagged me in the post. Post says, they said the series was boring. I would assume they is us because he was here before he made that post. They said the series is boring. We got robbed of what should have been a better finish, but this many people turned into a boring series. Them talking points might be emotional. Be blessed. Then he posted something that said 16.4 million average viewers, most watched NBA Finals game in 6 years. I personally feel like two things can be true at once. Just because a bunch of people are tuning into something don't mean it ain't more.
Yeah.
We all know how ratings, stats, statistics, all of this shit go. Mm-hmm. So we know that these stats were based off of, realistically, 16.4 million people tuned in once they heard Tyrese Halliburton got injured. Let's be fucking for real. Hey, let's be for real, bro. It didn't say most watched NBA Finals. It said most watched NBA Finals game in 6 years, nigga. What point are you proving?
Yeah, I don't think that's really that's not a good point.
And I'm going to make sure we clip this point, and Stokes, I'm going to tag you like you tagged me in that stupid sorry-ass post, bro.
I mean, that don't make sense, though, because we're saying the series overall was boring. I mean, Game 7, everybody tuned in, like you said.
Everybody going to tune into a damn Game 7, bro. Yeah. It wasn't shit else to watch last night, nigga.
I mean, hockey was done. I mean, all that's over with.
Hell are you talking about?
It's the Game 7.
Mind you, you're a damn Cleveland Cavaliers fan, bro. Ain't seen success since 2016, nigga. What are you talking about, bro? Don't tag me in post, bro. Because that's when I get emotional. Don't tag me in your stupid ass post, dude.
That's funny.
Like, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'll be honest with you. I'm probably the wrong one to do stupid shit like that with.
Yeah. No, that's probably not best case scenario.
Like, did I enjoy last series? Last year better? Who was the last year? Boston, Celtics versus. No, I didn't. I mean, bro, the last finals I actually enjoyed watching was 2020, bro.
Oh, the bubble. Bubble double.
And if you want to go beyond that, bro, probably Denver's first one.
I can't believe that's the graphic he used, though, man. And see, somebody that is not a reader would have just been like, bro, that says the most watched game. Most watched game. Very big difference in most watched game and most watched finals. Oh, boy, I tell you, that was funny, though. That was a good one.
Nigga said because every game was a blowout, which is boring. Niggas don't want to sit and watch a damn blowout, nigga.
Yeah, no, who wants to?
All right, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we thank y'all for tuning into this week's episode of Discussions Conversations, man. I'm about to pour me another drink if I can go get one, whatever, because niggas just say stupid stuff.
I mean, niggas just be wanting, get a little. Them Orlando niggas, boy.
Niggas say stupid stuff, bro. Like, what, bro? Huh? Again, man, thank y'all for tuning into Discussions and Conversations, man. Tune in this Friday, bro. 7 p.m. Ain't no finals. Ain't no nothing to really talk about, bro. So I don't know what we about to get on the mofo talk about Friday. Hopefully by Friday we've started a war with Iran and we can talk about that shit. I don't know. Ain't really a lot for us to talk about, bro.
The Diddy trial will probably be settled by Friday.
Let's do an update on Diddy on Friday, bro. I give a minor update right now. Diddy ain't taking a stand. They ain't calling no witnesses. None of that.
Yeah, nah, they done. They said they're probably gonna be able to rest on Tuesday.
Tuesday's tomorrow, y'all. But again, man, shout out to everybody that is tuned into this episode, man. We done got more responses. We're getting more views, more shares, more likes, more comments, and we appreciate y'all for that, man. Really, really, really. Y'all probably can't see me. Give me a second.
Really, really, really.
We really do appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all continue to like. Make sure y'all continue to share. Make sure y'all continue to comment. All of that good stuff, bro. Tag me in these posts, bro. I love to have these conversations with stupid people. So, let's talk about it, man. Discussions and Conversations every Monday, every Friday, 7 p.m. here on Facebook and on YouTube live, baby. Because we always live, baby. Thank y'all for tuning in, man.
That man said the world's bigger than